As you all know, we are a sports channel, and politics is not our game. But when politics comes knocking at the locker room door, we've got to talk. Last week, a political decision shook both higher education and college athletics. The Trump administration has revoked Harvard University's ability to enroll international students, citing the university's alleged failure to combat anti Semitism and reform in admission policies. Harvard calls this action unconstitutional, a violation of academic freedom and due process, and they're now taking the fight to court. But while legal battles rage, real-world damage is already being done, and international student athletes are among the first to feel it. Welcome back to Davis Sports Report. If you're new here, smash that like and subscribe to join the DSR family. If you're one of our wonderful subscribers, thank you so much for your support. We are so happy to have you with us. Now, let's dig into the full story and the athletic fallout from this unprecedented move.
To share criminal activity with us, backgrounds on these students, to let us conduct the oversight into this program that is our responsibility, and they have refused to do so. So today I sent them a letter that said they will no longer be allowed to participate in this student exchange visitor program, and that's up to 27% of their enrolled students. So it's significant. Any foreign student that wishes to get an education in this country that is attending Harvard and not participating in this criminal activity, they will have to find another university to go to.
So as you mentioned, 18% of Harvard's freshman class this year are foreign. They're foreigners here on student visas. What happens? Where do they go now? What do they do?
27% of their students are foreign students, and they will have to find some other university to go to, and hopefully they find one that cares about them and provides a safe environment.
Does that mean that the student visas of this freshman class won't be revoked? It will just be revoked for them to attend Harvard specifically. Is that right? I want to make sure I'm understanding the particular.
Yeah, the decision that's made today based on what Harvard has done is specifically applying to that university, not to the individual students. So the university will no longer be able to participate in this program. They will not be allowed to have foreign students. We are absolutely, this should be a warning to every other university to get your act together. Get your act together, because we are coming to make sure that these programs, that you are facilitating an environment where students can learn.
How many students are affected? Harvard has 6,800 international students. That's nearly 27% of its student body. If this ruling stands, they could lose their visas or be forced to transfer or leave the country altogether. Lives and dreams disrupted overnight. Now zoom in on the sports. Over 150 international student athletes across 25 plus varsity teams are suddenly caught in legal limbo. From the ice to the pitch, from water to the hardwood. Athletes from over 40 countries are at risk. These are Olympians, captains, and future professionals who have elevated Harvard's athletics to global status. Let's talk specifics. Here's how this hits Harvard's teams. Women's basketball loses key pieces like Lydia Chatira from Greece and incoming recruit 6'4" Maya Nahar from Germany. Women's rowing, devastated. Athletes from Australia, Switzerland, and the UK make up the backbone of their powerhouse team. Men's basketball faces the exit of Louis Lesman from France and Luca Ace Nataska from Australia, both crucial scorers with international experience. And men's rowing, practically gutted, with student athletes from New Zealand, Germany, Greece, Ireland, and more. These aren't just role players, they're leaders, captains, and in some cases, future Olympians. Team chemistry, recruitment plans, and Harvard's national competitiveness all thrown into chaos. But this isn't just a Harvard problem. If this action becomes precedent, other top-tier programs could be next. Think about it. Toby Fournier at Duke, a standout Canadian forward. Ago McKeer, South Carolina's promising incoming international recruit. Jenna El Alfi, the UConn center from Egypt that's expected to see much more playing time this year. as well as one of the top portal recruits for women's basketball, Yardine Garzon from Israel, who will be suiting up for the Maryland Terrapins next year. And here's the financial hit. Many international students pay full tuition, meaning they're a major source of funding for programs that rely on tuition dollars and limited scholarships. Their presence also raises the global profile of schools, attracting fans, media, and future recruits. And socially, this sends a chilling message that international excellence is no longer welcome in American college sports. Remember Georgia A. Moore, Virginia Tech, Kentucky women's basketball superstar that just joined the WNBA, native of Australia. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Kentucky men's basketball that's now dominating in the NBA, native of Canada. Dane St. Clair, University of Maryland soccer elite, now playing for Minnesota United professional team, native of Canada. Cameron Norrie, TCU tennis professional that reached career high rankings in the world of number 8 in singles. With many title wins, he was born in South Africa to British parents. And John Ram, Arizona State's golf phenom, who became the first Spanish golfer to win the U.S. Open, and he won the Masters in 2023. All once international student athletes. Under this policy, they may have never set foot on a U.S. campus. Here are some voices of other international student athletes.
About Duke, when was your first time, if you can remember, that you heard Duke, you heard about our program? Do you remember that point?
Yeah, I remember being in Italy. That was right before COVID, I think, when Zion and Eric Barr, Cam Reddish, when they were here. That's when I really started to know about this program. Then Paolo, and Paolo having Italian roots. That's also when I really started to look up to Duke, and since then I just been following them a lot.
Silas Swords is in one sentence.
Silas Swords is a competitor. Not a lot has changed since coming off the Olympics. I mean, yeah, I have the title Olympian to my name now, but I'm still just a kid from Canada trying to win basketball games. Just unreal, and so appreciative of everyone that's come before me to put me in a position where I'm able to make a team of that caliber and play with so many high-level women's basketball players in Canada, but also just saying I did that.
Well, it was pretty interesting. I came with one of my best friends from back home. My parents are Italian. I was born in Spain. He's French. We both practiced in Mallorca in Rafa's academy. And we were not meant to go to college. We had everything set for next year. Each of us had our path. But then Coach Maisie and Coach Mark Lucero came to us, and they really treated us like family since the first day. And it's something that we really look for when we go to some new place, let's say. So it was great. I mean, and it's been a joy for now.
Yeah, you mentioned the Rafa Nadal Academy. How was that experience? Sounds like a pretty unique thing you got to do there.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I spent 7 years there. So I got there when I was 11, and I left when I was 18. So I
How did you get into that? How did that go?
I used to practice in Barcelona, and I went as a summer camper as a little kid just to have fun, to see if I get to meet Rafa. And after 2 months, I was practicing there, spending time with him. And
wow.
Yeah, and my last 2 years, I could practice with him, talk to him, spend time with him. And it was like a big family, yeah.
What's a day like there? How do they break a day down? You just playing tennis
was led by junior David Costales, who posted a 13-2 record as the team's top player on the ladder. An Ecuador native, Costales earned his second career All-Ivy League honor, landing on the first team. A team captain, Costales also picked up a victory in the Pool Trophy main draw at CSA Individual National Championships. Denis Galevsky earned his first career All-Ivy League honor after winning 14 matches as the team's primary number 2. The Ireland native, Galevsky impressed all season long, including at the individual nationals, where he competed in the Pool Trophy draw and earned a victory to advance to the round of 16. The 2024-25 season also saw Neil Joshi emerge as one of the top players in the nation. A senior, Joshi won a team-high 16 matches while playing primarily out of the number 3 position on the Crimson ladder. Joshi also impressed in the pool trophy draw, finishing as a quarterfinalist in a tournament filled with the top squash athletes in the country.
This decision could reshape the future of college athletics, not just Harvard, but nationwide. This could put teams in a tailspin, teams that have bonded and created lifelong connections. If this spreads, we're talking about hundreds of athletes facing deportation, losing their teams, scholarships, and opportunities they've worked their entire lives for. It's not about politics to them. It's about identity. It's about opportunity. It's about living the dream they've earned. What happens next will decide whether American college sports remains a global melting pot of talent or closes their doors to the world. Let us know what you think. Should politics ever interfere with student-athlete opportunities? Drop a comment, like the video, and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next update on this developing story. Thank you so much for watching Davis Sports Report, and we will see you on the next one. Goodbye.